Hi, today we're doing 10 questions with the local with Gio Ferraro with Groundwork Fitness and Keep LBC Fit. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So you're the owner of Groundwork Fitness.
Yes.
How did you get started with your business here in Long Beach?
So I've been a personal trainer for quite some time, working in various cities, Signal Hill and Long Beach, and just built my business up, my clientele up, to eventually wanting to open my own. And 8 years ago I did that in downtown Long Beach.
So you're also the founder of Keep LBC Fit. Can you tell us about LBC Fit?
God honest truth is, about 16 years ago, my father passed away, a homeless man, and that hit hard. So my reaction to dealing with that trauma in my life was to reach out and be an advocate for those experiencing homelessness. And I've been doing it for 16 years. When I opened my business, I knew I was in downtown Long Beach, where it was evident that there are people here that struggle with the same struggles my father had. And so I wanted to contribute and help the community that supports my business. I wanted to give back and make sure that I was responsible in that manner, and that's where it went. Just happened very organically and naturally, and yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, well, that's great. We really appreciate what you've been trying to do to help the situation here in Long Beach, as it's so important.
Thank you, thank you.
So you've always been such a big part of the community, and you're always working to help try to make this a better place. But why Long Beach? Why did you pick Long Beach? Why here?
Actually, I went to Cal State Long Beach. That's what brought me here, right? So I used to live in Pasadena and applied to go to Cal State Long Beach, got in and was able to get my bachelor's there, and actually teaching credential. I was a high school teacher prior to opening my gym, and I loved it down here. It's the diversity of Long Beach. It was the first time in my life I lived in a city that I felt I could authentically be who I am. The LGBT community out here in Long Beach is so, empowering, honestly, supportive and caring and loving, and I needed that. There was definitely something lacking in my life in previous cities that I've lived in. And so I was addicted to Long Beach the moment I was exposed to it.
So Keep LBC Fit is such a great program. How can someone get involved and help?
So we're in this funky pandemic time, and so right now exposing people to COVID is something we have to take seriously. So we've kind of been on pause for a little bit, but we'll get back into it. It's going to look different, but we're in the process of figuring out what that new is going to look like, because it is going to be different moving forward. But we're still going to advocate for those experiencing homelessness. My biggest thing, honestly, right now is the education aspect that seems to be lacking. There is a gap and a disconnect with our community, the people who live in our community who have homes, our politicians, the lawmakers. There's a huge disconnect in what they are doing and what is needed for those experiencing homelessness. And that's why we're continuing to have the issues we have, is because you've got people who have homes who don't understand what it's like not having the home, and they're making all the decisions. And I'm sorry, but there's a huge freaking disconnect. And that's where I really want to try to tie those two pieces together and do some real work that's actually makes sense.
So on a lighter note, what's the most exotic vacation you have ever taken?
Ooh. You know what? I've been to the U.S. Virgin Islands years ago, and that was mind-blowing. Like, can I go right now?
Nice, right?
Can we go? We'll get her a bikini?
Yeah, that was, to see water that clear spooked me out a little bit, You've seen all the things swimming right by you.
Right.
And it was awesome. There was barracuda, and I don't know anything about barracuda. They just look like cool fish swimming by, and we're feeding and doing all this stuff. And then they have to actually stop and they signal under the water. We're gonna go. We're going back to shore. I'm like, but okay, fine. And then we get out, and I was like, oh, that was so cool. Did you see those? And they're like, you don't feed the barracuda. don't do that. And I was like, oh, those were oh, okay. Yeah, but it was awesome. Like, that was probably the best exotic vacation.
I know. Don't we all wish we could just take one of those right now?
Like right now, we all need it.
Okay, so tell us something about yourself that you think nobody knows about you. We've already touched on some things, but...
You know, some people know that I used to be a firefighter, some don't. I was a firefighter for 5 years and worked in the ER. I was an ER tech. And when the unfortunate reality of a death would occur in the ER, it was my job to bag the body and bring it to the morgue. And whenever I tell that story, people are like, what? I'm like, yeah, that's some intense stuff right there.
Yeah. So what's your plan moving forward with Groundwork Fitness and Keep LBC Fit?
As far as the future of the business, I don't know right now. All I do know is we have a mobile fitness unit, right? The van was a used van I got because I need to be able to be outdoors, spread out, masked and 6 feet apart, and disinfect equipment constantly, and that's all I can do right now. Until things, you know, kind of have a clear path, I'm doing the best I can with that. And so that's what we are. We're kind of outdoors until the city and country figures out how the hell we're going to do this indoors again and what that's going to look like. Right,
I totally understand. Well, you here at Long Beach, you know, we're all put on that extra 20 pounds I know I have over COVID. So now is the time. Reach out to Gio. She's got her truck. She can come to you if need be, or you can make arrangements to how you guys want to work out. But let's get back in shape, huh?
Let's do it. Even Sophia's
put on a few. We're working on it. We're doing dog walks, right, baby?
Right.
We're trying.
So Gio, thank you so much for joining us with 10 Questions of the Local today. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
You know, thank you guys for doing this, and I'm going to be very bluntly honest with you. There are not many people reaching out to small businesses. I'm sorry, but yeah, they're just not. As far as I'm concerned, for the blood, guts, and soul that we put into the city of Long Beach, very few have reached out to see how we're doing, and you guys have been one of the few. So,
well, thank you very much.
Thank you for that.
We're trying, and we wish you the best.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.